Every Tuesday afternoon. Say hi, Ashley.
Hi.
So it's Jan and Ashley here coming to you from the Oklahoma City store, and we are going to show you something really fun. I know we've shown this to you before, and I keep showing it to you because I am in love with IQ Designer.
Yes.
Okay, so when you go to IQ Designer, I need to start making some valentines
Ooh.
because it's time.
It is.
The 14th is going to be here
Before we know it.
before we know it. Yeah, I mean, it's less than a month from now.
That's crazy.
So I haven't made my valentines yet.
Slacker.
Slacker. So here's what I'm going to do. I went into IQ Designer and I'm going to pick out a shape.
Okay.
And when I pick out a shape, let's see, there's a heart.
Oh,
that looks
cute.
like Valentine's Day to me. So I'm going to touch that one and I'm going to say okay to it. I happen to like the size of it. Let's see what it is. Why don't we make it a little bit smaller, because I think it might fit into like a little envelope better if I had it a little smaller.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Like a kind of more like a 4x4?
Yeah.
Oops, that went fast. That's close enough, right?
Yeah.
4x4-ish. Okay, so we have that heart on there, and now I need to assign some stitching to it.
Okay.
I'm just going to do this on some felt, and then I'm probably going to just take my pinking shears and cut around it so I have a nice pinked edge on it, and it's just a pretty little stitch out.
Yeah.
So why don't we add some fun to it?
Absolutely.
All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to do something to the line. Remember, this is line properties and this is fill properties. I want my line to have a certain type of stitch to it.
Got it.
So if I touch this one and I can pick one, we have all our different stitches here: running stitch, bean stitch, satin stitch, candle wicking. I really like candle wicking for this, so I think I'll do that one.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick pink because I like pink.
And it's Valentine's
And
Day.
it's Valentine's Day. So I'm going to say okay to it. And if I use the pencil, remember, pencils can draw and buckets can fill. So I
Perfect.
just told that whole line, you're going to be candle wicking stitches. Now I need to put something on the inside.
Perfect.
And I think what I'm going to do is just a fun little fill stitch so that I can then go in and put some letters on it and when I
Oh,
send it
yeah.
over to the embroidery side. So when we want to do the fill in part, remember, this is
Your fill category.
fill category. So I'm going to touch that one. I can either completely fill, I can stipple, or I can fancy fill. And we have all these different fancy fills.
I think there's even fancy fills that look like flowers.
Oh, they were at the top. Like roses.
Oh, yes.
Who doesn't want roses?
On Valentine's Day.
Yep, I know I do. Just so if anyone needs to like let my husband know, pink roses are my favorite.
There you go.
Okay, so let's make these pink. I've got my pink roses, and then I'm going to, I don't want to paint it in, I
That'll
want
take
to
time.
fill up the area, and I'm going to just fill that in.
Perfect.
And I'm going to say next, and I'm going to say set,
Cute.
and I am happy with exactly what that looks like. I don't think I need to change the size on anything. I love it the way it is.
Ah, that's adorable.
But you could change it. But let's move forward. When I go to embroidery now, it's sent it over to the embroidery screen. See, it's not green anymore. It's kind of that bluish look. Now I'm ready to stitch it out. So all I would have to do is what? Put down my fabric and some stabilizer. And it's going to stitch the interior, and then that's going to stitch the candle wicking stitches. But I wanted to add something to it, remember?
Yep.
So I'm going to hit return for just a second because I want to add, and I'm going to put some lettering on it. Let's see, which one do I like? I like that one.
That one's fun.
And I'm going to say B, and I'm going to make it smaller because I don't think it needs to be the biggest. B, and a space. Actually, I think I'll
Do a second line.
get rid of the space and do a second line because that's like a return key on a typewriter for those of us that remember what typewriters are. I know you don't.
It's an enter key on a keyboard. It's fine.
I still call it a return key. Be mine. What do you think?
Yeah.
We'll set that on there.
Oh, that's too cute.
Is that not too cute?
That was easy.
I could change the color if I wanted that to be maybe in a different shade. And I can say, okay, that needs to be... Oh, I picked the wrong one. Huh. Let me do that
You're
one.
changing your flowers.
I changed my flowers. Oh, I can't see it if it's that color. It
No.
blends in too much. Maybe we should just keep it black. What do you think?
Yeah, I kind of think so.
Yeah, so I'm resetting it. I think we'll do it in black. Or we could
good.
use white. It won't show up very well on this video, but you could do white because I'm going to probably use a colorful piece of
Oh,
felt.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
But it's easy to switch that out. You don't necessarily have to change it, but if you want to see what it's going to look like, it's a good way to do it. If you don't need to see what it looks like and you just put a different spool of thread on, that works too.
Yes. The machine doesn't know.
The machine does not know. So we've got Be Mine on there. How sweet is that?
I love
And then
that.
I would just go into embroidery. And now it's ready to stitch all of these things.
That's too fun.
Isn't that easy?
That is easy.
So the thing about IQ Designer that I love the most about it is you can do virtually anything with it. But we have something now that I want to show you. Dun-da-da-da.
Oh.
We have the new Baby Lock Sew Ed IQ Designer book. It is how to master IQ Designer with projects and instructions. So if maybe just sitting at the machine and trying to think, well, what am I going to make? And pulling things together isn't your cup of tea, you need something to give you a little bit of inspiration. I happen to find something in here that's pretty stinking cute. Look at this one.
Oh my goodness.
Now, where did I get my idea from?
We definitely made it up ourselves and didn't steal from here.
But I could have done it just as easily on a piece of felt, you know, so that if you wanted to tuck it into a somebody's Valentine box, or maybe put a little buttonhole in it so I could put a sucker in there, or
That
a
would be
pencil.
cute.
Yes, but this one is going to give you the instructions about everything that you need for the fabrics. It's going to tell you everything to do with notions, and it's going to walk you step by step so that you better understand exactly how to create this project. And this book is full of these kind of projects. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love everything in here, and I think not only is this a fun way to make some really neat projects, but it's a good way to teach yourself what the steps are so that when you want to create your own thing, you've learned what those steps are and how to get from point A to point B.
Nice.
So I think this book belongs to anybody that if you have a machine with IQ Designer, I'm telling you, this book is something you need.
So it doesn't just have to be for the Solaris?
It's not just for the Solaris. So the ones that have IQ Designer are going to be any version of the Solaris. A Destiny has IQ Designer.
Okay.
The 10 needle has IQ Designer. You can also use it on the Meridian and
Okay.
the Altair.
Wow,
So
lots
there's
of options.
quite a few. So I know there's a lot of you out there that really want to more thoroughly get to use your IQ Designer part of your machine, because after all, if you look at it, I think it's got 3 different things that it does. It sews, it embroiders, and you get to be the designer. And if you're not getting to play with this that much because maybe you don't fully understand how to manipulate through it,
You're
it's
only
a
using
breeze.
2/3 of your
You're only
machine.
using 2/3 of your machine. You're absolutely right. So this book, it is new to us. All the stores have it. Its MSRP on this one is $249, but Ashley, I think we have a special on it right now, don't we?
I think we do.
You want to tell them what that is?
It is $199.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. So if you already own an inspiration guide, you need this too. If you don't have an
Absolutely.
inspiration guide already, then you need an inspiration guide and an IQ Designer book. Come see us at any one of our stores. We have 6 stores: Humble, Texas, Springfield, Missouri, Fayetteville, Arkansas, and in Oklahoma we have Tulsa, Muskogee, and Oklahoma City. We can't wait to hear from all of you, and if you live out of state and you're watching us online, by all means, give us a call. We can help you out with getting this wonderful book. So IQ Designer is truly a great way to get any project started and be unique and make up your own fun things and learn the steps on how to do it from this wonderful book put out by the Baby Lock Education team. So remember to please like, share, and comment, and we will see you next Tuesday. You all have a great week, and we can't